Natasha Stoynoff writes this story now, coming out with her story. And first, let me ask you, did you know about this prior to her writing it?
Only very recently. I hadn't known it at the time. We didn't work together at the time. This was something she kept very private.
What made her want to
years.
write it now?
Well, as you said at the top of the hour, very clearly, the release of the tapes, the Bush tapes, the Access Hollywood conversation, and then what crystallized it for her was when Donald Trump responded to a question at the presidential debate and said that he had never touched or kissed a woman without her consent. And I think that made her very determined to tell her tale.
What about earlier in the campaign, J.D.? You know, his treatment of women has been an issue for a long time. Why didn't she come forward earlier?
Yeah. Well, I think the reasons are the reason why any woman doesn't come forward. I mean, she has felt a great deal of shame, fear. She was not a public person in that way. She's not a political person. It bothered her. It increasingly did bother her. But until he actually said those words that we all heard on the tape, she thought that, you know, she might have been an isolated case. She doubted herself. Hearing that articulation of what he said was his behavior confirmed for her that this was, as she says, his modus operandi with women. And that was, I think, bizarrely a relief to her. And then when she heard him say, no, I've never done this, that was, I think, in a way, a call for her to speak her truth.
She writes